Okay guys, welcome back to another stream. As you can see, I am gonna attempt Monza today, partially because time is limited. Unfortunately, the races on here are a little bit shorter. As yeah, unfortunately, up too early for work. Literally home, so do bear with me. Gonna give this a go. I see Motorsport have still not sorted out the leaderboards, but that's fine. I've an idea of what is a relatively quick time on this track. Um, Low 44s. I'm not sure I'll do much better than that, but yeah, we're gonna give it a go. So let's hop into a practice session, see how we get on. Hopefully, there won't be any glitches like bringing you into a night race when this is actually a day race. So yeah, do appreciate you guys who watch all the time, and hi to anyone that might be new watching. Yeah, yesterday for anyone that was watching after the last race, could probably tell how downtrodden I was. Qualified first, made it as far as the second turn, and race was effectively over. I got a little bit annoyed. Didn't really care too much for the rest of the race then. Yeah, but back with a bang today, I hope. Right, now, we are going to go 49.5 again. These are the settings I normally stick with this car. Whether it's a good idea, we're about to find out. Let's get the brakes set to 90%. This is fixed, isn't it? Yes. So, right, have no idea how we're going to get on. Hopefully, we'll get up to relatively good speed pretty quickly. Hopefully I can start applying the brakes as consistently as I was yesterday on Sebring. So really am hoping that a penalty, stay in fast lane. Penalty applied for what? Because I rolled backward? Oh, right. Let's get out of this practice and pick another one. Right, okay. Don't think I've ever had that happen to me. That might be one of the new implementations they put in the game. Or is it a case that I was sitting there for too long and didn't get going quick enough? Okay, I am seeing quite a lot of... As much as I rail against the badge system in this game, because I really don't think it works, it can be correct sometimes, and I am seeing a lot of warning badges at the minute. For the most part, I really do not feel that the trusted badge system works at all. Speaking of which, I do want to get it back today all the same. It tends to help in putting you in the slightly higher lobbies anyway. Okay, force feedback is good. Brakes are... Okay, so first race we'll be having today is in about... After we pull out of here and get in the actual server, be about 20 minutes away. Not been that long since I was last on Monza. I think the last time we attempted Monza actually was in the rain though, and it was in P3. a lot of that curb. Okay, no spin out so far. See how we handle Scary. Okay, tires are definitely not warmed up yet. Getting there though. Really had to snap that steering back around. Car was sliding underneath me. Yeah, really not sure what sort of lap time we are running at the minute. Okay, still not good enough to beat a 46 flat at the minute. From the looks of it anyway. Close though. Whoops. Knew I'd stayed on the brake a bit too long. Tried to brake that a little bit later, but yeah, that didn't work. We go again. We'll try again next lap. Yeah, we took the second exit pretty okay. Car was sliding quite a bit when we came down off the exit of Ascari there. Okay, we try again at T1. Keep this up. Nailed that exit last time. Messed it up this time. Okay, we're starting to get there. That was really sloppy on exit, but obviously a lot faster. Okay, fastest middle sector with a 35.4. Definitely starting to get there a little bit. Definitely. Bit hesitant on braking going into that first turn that time. Oh. We have boards flying off the track. Don't actually see a car in front of me. Okay, first and foremost, what I always look for when I'm retrying a track is consistency. The laps do not have to be setting the world alight as long as I'm pretty much running the same lap time, lap to lap. Being 1/10 off what I previously said at the minute is not bad. Little bit of a lock-up brown there, but okay. Definitely, if I can get into second gear just that little bit earlier, if I feel I have the line right, it's definitely going to be quicker. I messed up there because I was looking at the delta, but it was definitely a better exit. Okay, looks like we will be returning to the garage.
That time was a 1:46.67.
Yeah, I'm not unhappy with first attempt there. Obviously, I have no idea whether Monza is going to end up being cleaner than Sebring has been the last few days. Um, I've been running the multi-class and I really do enjoy the multi-class, but for the most part, it hasn't actually been the P2s that have been the problem. Um, it was the behaviour of some of the P3 drivers that, when there was incidents with the P2s, just full throttle it in and just wipe you out. Qualify first, and for what? Sometimes it's actually safer sometimes to qualify last and make your way through the field. Sometimes. I'm gonna get out of here. I do believe the fastest time on this track is somewhere in and around a 43, a low 43. But it's still amazing me how they I received an update and I thought maybe this was one of the things they were gonna fix. That is if the leaderboard starts to show. There it is there. As you can see, the slowest time is number one on the beat on the leaderboard, and it's even dragging this down. All right. Still a few bugs they need to iron out. Yeah. Discounting himself. So 43.2 seems to be the number one time at the minute. So the lower the number I end up with today, the higher up the board I actually am. While we're sitting here waiting, for those of you who don't understand why I was so pissed after the last race I had last night where I qualified P1, might as well show you. We do have a minute or two, so ain't gonna take long to find this. First lap, second corner, where it all went wrong. I actually did want to get back on and do Sebring, but because of the fact that Sebring is not starting until 5:30. Okay, so I was a little bit late on releasing the pit limiter, but I was willing to give up P1 at the first turn. First lap, you've got all these P2s in front of you. 30 minutes of racing to go, so myself and Clastad, this is Clastad here. He qualified second. Right, here it goes. Brake, 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 brake. I maybe could have been on the brake just a little earlier, but I do think the result still would have been the same. I do know this P2 ended up sort of braking a little earlier than I expected, so I had to try and scoot on the inside. Yeah. Was not an ideal start. Yeah, so I had actually registered for another race after that one, but in the end I sort of got off in a little bit of a disgust, to be honest. I unregistered and just went, no, I haven't got another one in me. Right, so we're off to Monza today. T1 at Monza, we all know what it's like. Don't know how I'm going to qualify. Did a few practice laps. Just want to get some racing done today. That's it. That's all I want. At least with this being a fixed daily. I did lose my trusted badge yesterday due to a lot of incidents like that uh, on Sebring. So I would like to get my trusted badge back as soon as possible. But we shall see. Okay, how long is qualifying actually? Standings go in there. 7 minutes quali. So are we running lap times? 40 odds. Should be enough fuel. Okay, we are good to go. I'm expected second. Okay. Hey, it's Game. How you doing, bud? Have you given Monza a go at all this week yourself? Yeah, I'm not too bad. Confirmed today that with one of the girls in work that I actually am off this week, upcoming. So gets in. I know my buddy in the transport that was with me was not the best pleased when I said it to him yesterday, but I'm entitled to take time off, so I'm taking it. Yeah, I'm considering. Um, I might, if I can find out the times. There are 3 slots or 3 nights in a row on Silverstone, P2, P3, and GT3. Um, for the online championships. Now, there's 8 rounds in the championship, but oh yeah, I definitely deserve the time off, but really won't get into it. But um, I'm considering actually giving that a go Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and just seeing where I place in the championship if those races go in any way half decent. As I said, though, I'm considering it. Have you tried the P3 on Monza yet? What do you make of how the brakes are reacting now compared to the way they were? You're on a controller, actually, are you? Sorry, I'm trying to remember. It can be hard to keep up sometimes. Oh, you're on the Xbox. You don't play it. Yeah, God, you're waiting on the console version. That's right. That's gonna be a while. How are you finding the R3 on ACC? Good? Good. I like it. I do miss ACC in some respects for certain tracks, but I just can't keep away from LMU, to be honest. you can you can sort of put it that way, alright, yeah. that, that's put a smile on my face. Okay, let's not cock up T1. Tires are not fully up to temp yet anyway. I am going to be a little cautious for T1 at the minute. I like it actually, to be honest, Harold. It does take... Shit. Right, let's... It does take a little bit of adjusting to. Where I experienced the biggest difference was the day the game updated and I got to try out Laguna Seca. 80% was, and 80% was where I would set the percentage of braking force for this P3 for all tracks, and I found that 80% was no longer enough, that my pedal had a lot more travel to try and get any sort of brake feel that I was used to. As well, another big difference is it's harder to lock up the cars now at the minute, but when you do, it is much easier to actually lose the rear. So, brake bias, I was running 48.5. I'm only running 49.5, but that has sorted out some of the snappiness in the rear. So brake bias is definitely something you would need to play with to try and get the best out of the car. Okay, I'm gonna need to start putting down a lap or two. 44.5 from Anzalone. Hey, Zips. Oh, they still work. It just, what used to be your threshold where you knew the brake was gonna lock has changed. So trying to find the right balance again is the issue. It's not the brake system itself that's the issue. It's just that it has been updated. So we just have to get used to it. Oh, you're still out of action, Zip saying. When do you reckon you're gonna have your issues fixed? Sucks, doesn't it?
That time was a 1:45.82.
Another week or so, holy shit. Yeah, don't change anything on your load cell. Experiment with the in-game sentence. You will get there. Okay, we are definitely going a little bit quicker. See if I can nail parabolic it.
Time 1:45.19.
Okay, still nowhere near as quick as I should be at this point, but we'll take it. Right, it was definitely slowly improving as I went along. Yeah, like, you know yourself, Sips, with me, it's a case of I'm in work, I come home, I stream. I very rarely watch other people's streams, not because I've no interest, and like yourself, I'll pop in from time to time, but it's just time. I don't always have it. What was it went on your wheel again? Zips, the torsion spring, was it? Okay, Alexander K. And how many laps do I reckon we're gonna be doing in this race? I have
Teams and drivers go to the
14
grid
laps in at the
for a
minute,
race
haven't I?
start.
Let's see, do I have enough in at the minute? 12. Yep, I have enough in. And just about enough in case we go the extra lap. Hi, this first race is probably going to answer the question as to are we going to get cleaner racing than I got yesterday on Sebring? Right, guys, first race of the day.
Formation lap has started.
I did expect to see a few more duckies at the top of the timesheets, but seems the Ginny is pretty half decent here. One of Death's behind us.
Green flag.
Here we go. Green, green, green. Oh my God. Why would you do that at T1? Great start, guys. Great start. My front left is nearly already cooked. Gonna have to nurture that around this track. Oh my God, look at the amount of yellows already. I don't think I braked extremely early for T1. I wasn't even actually braking that aggressively at the time either. Yeah, pretty typical, all right. My rig is rumbling.
05.93.
I have not given up hope yet of at least getting into a top 10 position. Thing is, I am definitely going to be farming out a little bit of DR. Hey, we are closing in on Dhaka. Like a little earlier for T1 this time, as that front left is slightly putting the car out of kilter.
Time 147.02.
Definitely having to brake a bit earlier than this guy, but should get a better exit. Big snap. Right, so was T1 any cleaner than Sebring? No.
8.00.
48, holy shit. Let's see if we can close that gap to Fox. Gonna just try and stay in second gear through here this time. See how it works out. It was definitely not an ideal start, but I am expecting to see a few more yellows.
Time 146.72.
I would like to push the car a little bit harder, but I'm really concerned about locking up that front left. And Delone is catching me and catching me quick. Can we catch up to the guy in front so that I do know I'm going to lose this place to Anzalone, or most likely. But if we can catch the guy in front, at least stay in the top 10. Had a bit of a lock up on the way in there. I just about caught it. There was absolutely no point in trying to fight that too hard. Try and use some of his slip to maybe pull back some of that gap to Van Am. No, fuck. I was saying? Herring, he's pinned it all on his own, like I did at T1. Hopefully I will not give away any more places now for the rest of this race. I really could do without the scrubbing on these tires. Would have been nice if I had took the turn like that the last time out. Bit of a battle brewing up front there with the 3 cars ahead, so hopefully that is going to slow them down. Four more laps, come on. Don't know whether that Duquesne carried off that move. No, it didn't quite. Seeing him go for it. Thought that was going to end in tears. I really do need something to happen to get at least a top 10 place. A better downshift would have helped through there. Completely missed the last one. No, oh, no, 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 no. That front left caught me out there. I think I'm doomed to finish in the top 10 in this race.
Time 1:54.86.
Right, let's not cock up this time. Better, a little bit slower, but still better than our last attempt.
That time was a 1:46.91.
Definitely one way, guys, to learn the braking on this track is to scrub your tires and see if you can still get through the turns. Is there a possibility where you're actually going to go an extra lap? I don't think so, but... We'll definitely have to have a look at the race start after this next lap and see who decided it was a good idea not to brake for T1. P12 it's gonna be. Qualified 5th. P12 it's gonna be. Unless Herring bins it again unexpectedly. But I doubt he will now at this point. Disappointed with that race. Don't know. Really unsure as to where I would have finished. Regardless of what actually happened at the start. But let's have a watch. I think they're right actually, yeah. How you doing, bud? Like FIFA has always been a bit corrupt, but Infantino, holy shit. He's taken it to a completely new level. Him and his friendship with the orange one. I don't even want to use his name. Anyway, let's have a look at T1. As I said, guys, I don't think I actually braked too early for T1. If it's my fault, we're about to find out. But right, we have to go into replay proper. How much DR did I lose for that mid? I would say, yeah. Okay, we will get registered for the next one first, and then see how we're doing on time. To actually watch the. Oh yeah, we have a few minutes. No, wrong button. Replays. Right, let's see what actually happened at T1. Bit unfortunate. Right, let's try this again, guys. This time you will actually get to see what happened. So it was Fox. Okay. I don't know, guys. Let's have a look at me. As I said, I didn't think I actually braked too early. It being T1, I would have expected this guy to be right. Let's get through here safely. Maybe I was wrong to have that expectation. Where are we braking? When does the brake light come on? I haven't even... Did I even hit the brake at that point? Opinions, guys. I think I braked around 150-meter board, which would be just about right to try and manage getting through T1 on cold tires. So yeah, whose fault was that? Let me know. I would be interested to hear your opinions. I was a little cautious on approach to T1, but I don't think I was overly cautious. Right, race is 3 minutes away. Have a look at this screwed up leaderboard again. Is this leaderboard working like this for everybody else? Or is it just a really, really strange bug that I have? And it is actually taking forever to load. Normally it has actually come up by now. And we have the blue circle, blue spinning circle of death. Right, looks like we have got to reboot the game, guys. Oh no, I didn't do it off Steam. I'm gonna have to do this again, as I do prefer to load it up off Steam for the anti-cheat. Yeah, guys, any opinions on T1? As I said, I'd actually appreciate some opinions. Reboot the game from Steam. We shall go again. 45.1, best qualifying time. Would like to think I will at least hit a 44 in this next qualifying session. $16 splits. Right, let's see what split we're going to be in. It does annoy me, guys, when I've lost the trusted badge, namely because I end up in the slightly slower splits. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're slightly lower splits, I should say. Doesn't mean they're slower, though. They're not always. Okay, I am in a slightly higher split this time. Still expected second, actually. Hey, Slipsy, how you doing, bud? How are you getting on now with lap times? I'm on Monza myself, namely because I didn't want to wait around until half 5 before I could do the first race. So I decided, yeah, let's go Monza in P3 and see how we get on. The race itself didn't go too well. Not been on today. Um, Last qualifying session, I hit a 45-1, but that was my first attempt, really. Yeah, not too bad. I'm off. Once I finish up tomorrow, I'm off for the week. Gets in. That last race, yeah, at the end of this race, Slipsy, I want your opinion on T1, because that's where it all went wrong. I know you will give me an honest opinion, which is what I'm looking for, actually, to be honest. Let's see who's out on track. Someone to watch. Let's have a look. Great. Cool. That's what I don't think I braked particularly early for T1 cold tires. I think I braked around the 150 mark. As I had 4 cars in front of me. So, as I said, but you can make up your own mind when you see the incident. No, not until this race is over, buddy. I was watching it back before the start of this race, though. If you want to go back on the stream and have a look at it. I'm just going to be doing qualifying now anyway. Good. Did you look up any settings for that particular wheel for this game on YouTube? Like, over the years, I've tried different amounts of settings and everything else, but I've always tweaked over what I don't like. But it always gives you a starting point. Just getting used to the wheel first, yeah. You using 100% on the wheel and 100% in game on FFB? Guarantees, Lipsy. I know you're a big bloke and all, but I think even you would struggle to run my wheel on max in-game and on the actual wheelbase. Fucking break your arms. Okay, let's knuckle down to quali. I hear you. Yeah, DDs, they're a bone shaker, all right, aren't they? Oh man, I missed my turn in there, but
That time all day, 146.12.
rough when you have flat spots, isn't it? Didn't actually think I was going to lose that much exit speed there.
That's 145.80.
Car was sliding through that turn just a little bit too much on me. I am so far off getting a 44 on this qualifying session. You know yourself, Slifty, that's what I always look for first anyway. Forgot to apply that little bit of extra brake there, but we just about got away with it.
Time 1:45.59.
I know 44s are there. I just have to put it together, guys. Just gotta put it together. We'll leave that amount in for now. 12 laps coming up. Okay, looks like we are starting P3, so not too
Teams
shabby.
and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Okay, top 8. 2 left-hand drives up against all right-hand drives. Okay. Cheers, buddy.
Formation lap has started.
Can we please not get killed at T1 this time?
Green flag.
Here we go. Green, green, green. Hey, Zen. Nice. Nice, Zen. Unfortunate little tap on him. Yeah, it's never fully over, bud, yeah. Never happy, huh? Did I or did I not attempt to give him quite a bit of room for that first or second chicane? Steam frame VR. Man, you're spending the money at the minute, bud. Had to leave him room there. Couldn't afford to cut him off.
That time of day, 155.68.
What's the price range on that, buddy, though? Jesus, man. Wow. His braking 100% caught me out there. Rear got loosey-goosey on me because of it. Have we got enough of a run this time? Come on. $900 to $1,200. Wow.
Lap 147.43.
Pretty sloppy through there on that one, I gotta admit, but we're holding it together. A little bit of a lockup was brewing as I came down.
Time 145.73.
Yeah. I feel that all day, every day in my van. But not in this sim rig. Pretty sloppy through there.
That time of the day, 1:46.08.
Pretty consistent laps, guys. Pretty consistent. I know the leaders are 4.5 seconds, 5 seconds ahead, but
That's 1:45.59.
I think this is a PB out on track. I need to start getting T1 right again. That wasn't quite it. Those boys up in front, they are running some pretty consistent laps up in as well, so really don't think I'll be catching them anytime soon. Oh. Did Gauscher go for a move and it went wrong, or did he just bin it? Spinner, spinner, chicken dinner. I'm guessing that's a sarcastic GG that he's just written in chat. Again, didn't get quite the turn in. I was looking for through there. Alright, we are on lap 7. Just need to keep this going. I think it is gonna have to be a colossal mistake from Snipes in order for me to catch him.
That time of day was 46.17.
He did disappear on the way down that straight ever so briefly, didn't he? Really, I've got a track limit for that. Yeah, no problem, Zen, no problem. The guy in third place at the minute, he is going to get a sizable chunk of DR if he finishes in P3. Okay, we got a back marker up ahead. I really hope he's not going to be an issue. Second you. Okay, 2 more laps to hold on to this second place. Ooh, took too much of that curve there. I would have looked like a right idiot if I had spun it there.
Lap 146.47.
Hey War, how you doing, bud? Um, uh, we will leave that conversation until after the race, War. Because seriously, I've done fuck all different of late with the stream. 45-2, okay. Really? Oh man, I will be happy enough to actually finish in second at the minute. I genuinely don't know how that works. I've had this stream at the same sentence for don't know how long now at this point. Take the track limit. I don't even need to take the track limit, just you watching the VODs on Twitch? Are you talking about, or are you watching them on YouTube? Because I think YouTube just generally gives you better quality. Even though they should be outputting at the same resolution, Twitch app. Yeah, I do remember there a while back people were saying the resolution was really, really bad, but that wasn't from my end. It just seemed to fix itself eventually. The more I mess with this stuff, the more I fuck it up anyway, which is why once it's running good, I leave it alone. Okay, P2. Same as this, I do believe. Cheers, Slipsy. Alright, nothing really to report in this race. Was a little bit of a side door banging with what was his name? Down the straight, but yeah, nothing to cry about. Let's get registered for the next race. Yeah, it's do you know what? Do me a favor, War. Type me in as the same name as Twitch and see if you find me. Because yeah, there's on my profile it has my full name and a different. Oh, you found it, right? Cool. Right, Slipsy, and this is what I want. An honest opinion on. We are gonna go back to the previous race, T1, and yeah, I know Slipsy's gonna give me a an honest opinion here, and I'd like an honest opinion from anyone that's watching. You will see why. I genuinely do not think I braked too early for T1. Um, this incident, I don't think it was my fault, but if you guys disagree, let me know. Oh, here we go. Looking back at it there, I think maybe it was a tad early, but fairly certain I braked about the 150-meter board. Cold tires, T1. Uh, that's not extremely early, in my opinion. Hey, War. Cheers for the subscribe on YouTube. So, opinions, guys. Opinions. In the meantime, I am gonna quickly run the loo, and not my fault, Slipsy. Nice one. As I said, I do want opinions. Yeah, yeah, like I'd four cars in front of me, and I did not want to outbrake myself, going into that turn. So I I was a little cautious, as I said, but I don't think I was overly cautious. Race incident, yeah. He wanted to win the race at the first turn. Daytona. I definitely will give that a go, then. I will. Just for the moment, I am gonna stick with Monza. Uh, I am only gonna do one more race this evening. When I finish work tomorrow at whatever time that is, I have a week off to get stuck in, and I fucking intend to. So yeah. As I said, I am gonna run to John and be right back. Um, so see you guys then. Hi guys. Why oh, what have you joined? Zen Daytona, or are you trying the P3? Cheers, War. As I said, guys, I would like to do another race after this P3. Nice one, Zen. But I do know I'm gonna have a week off, so I'm gonna do this one and hopefully get another good result. Chill out a little bit on the couch knowing that I just have to finish tomorrow. Wow, I'm down to split. I'm started off in split 4. Didn't do too great in that race. Was promoted to split 3. Second in that last race, and I'm demoted to split 4. Okay, I didn't get my trusted badge back anyway. Split 5 you're in? No. I was just about to ask you, were you in this one? Okay, we've everything set as we like it, yeah. Try 49.5. That's what I'm using, Zen. Split 5 only. I don't know. There could be some trusted drivers in there, you never know. How responsive you like the brake? Zen, I'm gonna leave up to you. You have your own setup on the brake. Like I'm using 90%. You use 100 if you want. In fact, it takes more for you to get the sort of braking out of the pedal. Yeah, 100% is probably gonna work for you, where 90% is enough for me. As we both have the amount of force needed to get 100% braking, slightly different setups on our load cells. So, oh, you crashed. Don't lose heart at the first attempt. What they've said is that the, the the changes they've made to how the brakes react and heat up and what heat they actually maintain is actually more realistic to how these cars actually brake. Whether it's the P2, the hypercar, the P3. I'm not so sure they've done anything for the GT3, but I think it's changed for that as well. Like when the update came out on Tuesday and I finally got to do a little bit of testing, I surprised myself in the GT3. Am I? Now the volume should be back. All right, right. You confused me there with that message, Zen. I think Zen was telling me I was on mute. I think that's what that was. That's where the confusion was. But he was on mute. Can we hit a 54 in this, or 44 in this quali? I think I do like it better actually. Took a bit of adjusting to. Like, not massive amount of adjustment, but yeah, I do actually like it a little bit better. I think the braking felt better in the GT3. Maybe that's you know, just an illusion on my part. I really don't know. But I definitely drove the Ferrari a lot better around Daytona than I personally expected to. I thought I was going to be all over the place. Took a few laps to get anywhere like a half decent time, but I was definitely getting there. Knew I'd pinned it on entry. Whoops. I stayed on the brake just a tad too long while getting the turn in there and over-rotated. Cheers, Zick. Oh, it's KK. I was trying to read it properly. Cheers for the follow, bud. I didn't actually read the rest of it. I don't know whether that was a follow or a subscribe, but either way, cheers. Right, let's not make a complete mess of T1 this time. Cooled down almost 10 degrees, war did it? We had a bit of rain yesterday, small bit, nothing to write home about. In a country that normally gets it pretty daily, we haven't had a lot of it recently. The way of the world at the minute, isn't it? A lot of heat waves. 43.8 from full on. Nice time, bud. Nice fucking time. Not up to that speed yet.
That time was a 1:45.85.
So KK, as I ask everybody, have we raced each other on this game? First and foremost, do you actually play it?
Time
Wow.
1:45.55.
Some fast boys in here, regardless of the fact that it's split 1 or split 4. Not up to speed there yet. Definitely not. Still missing the trick.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Right, let's get our fuel in. Survive T1 and see where we end up. Yeah, there's some fast guys in here. Definitely can hit 44s, but just failing to do it at the minute. Fuel on. He's only changed the TC and B. Brake boys. Yeah, that's all we can do. Maybe I've heard it's a possibility.
Formation lap has started.
But it not guaranteed. Cheers, bud. Oh, it is confirmed, is it? Okay. I didn't think they were confirming anything until maybe September because of all the issues with Iran and Bahrain and what's going on over there.
Green flag.
Here we go. Green, green, green. You're starting from the pits in your one then. Good luck, buddy. I think that guy behind me definitely considered throwing it in there. Wow. Man, that guy really cut his way across me.
That time was a 1:57.86.
No, he was. I saw that guy. I saw that first guy attempted that bomb. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. How did I get away with that? The second guy I saw really late bombing it in there. These people for fucking real, honestly. Jesus Christ. Clearly that was his fault, and absolutely. Actually, who did that? I'm not even sure who that was. I wasn't looking at the relative to know who it was. I know it was somebody in a ducky. Jay knew. That was the guy I was praising for finishing third in that last race. Is that him creating another incident? No, I don't think so. Right, we're on lap 3. Can I pull off a fight back into the top 10 at the very least? There's obviously a few pretty quick guys when it comes to putting the lap down, but I'm not rating the racecraft quite as highly. that was the guy that came bombing it in, wasn't it? Was it last lap or the lap before that? Come on. Lucky to hang on to that car through there, really was. We'll take the warning. Okay, there's a gaggle of cars in front, so sure there's gonna be a couple more incidents on this track.
Lap 1:45.60.
That's the worst I've taken that corner in quite a few laps. Not getting onto the end of these guys as quick as I'd like. Don't help that I made a complete complete parabolica.
Lap 146.06.
Getting feisty with that black and blue car, and usage.
That time was a 145.6.
I think, yeah, I'm expecting a parabolica, to be honest. I'm expecting a crash here, Ascari. I think Plumari is probably going to go for it. Not quite. Bit inconsistent at the minute on parabolic on that braking.
Time 146.33.
Come on. No way all four wheels were off that track. No fucking chance. just cannot get onto the coattails the way I want to at the minute. .43.4 from Foulon. That's definitely up there in the top 5 times. Gotta be. Fair play to you, bud.
Lap 1:45.70.
Very, very nearly completely messed that up. Tortain's unlucky for some. It's gonna be where I finish up. Definitely want to have a look at what New was up to in the second chicane. I definitely felt that I'd left him a lot of space.
Lap time all day 1:45.97.
Yeah, nice one, War, for hopping in as usual. Cheers, bud. Appreciate that, bud. P13 it's gonna be. Right, Jay new. What the f... Joe new. Oh, yeah. Man, I've lost quite a bit of DR today. I know I was expected third in that race, but lap times just didn't stack up to that. And they do need to change that system. Like, I would rather be in a lower split where the lap times justified the split I was actually in. But that's not to say I don't like being in split one, because I do hold my own in there and split two. But just when it comes to this shit, I think it's going to be a while before I get that trusted badge back. Based on being in here today. Right, let's want to quickly have a look. I think it was lap 3, where I really did feel that I left New quite a bit of space. So P7's in, nice. P13, there was some really quick guys in here, but there was one incident where I felt, yeah, and definitely could have done without. Was it lap 2? Maybe it was this one. Yeah, it's this one. Let's watch it in chase cam. P7 from the pits, good job. Opinions on this one, guys. Right, we're clearly well into the braking zone. Should he have expected more room? You can see I actually was trying to give him a little bit of room there, but he just took it. Yeah, I knew he was behind me, but I figured he was going to try and squeeze in there, so I said I'll go a little bit wide, just in case he does. But at that point, yeah, I think he should have been on the brakes a little bit earlier. Said I ain't making this corner with him. But hey ho, that's how it turned out. Right, guys, as I said, I am leaving it here for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the change from being a. Oh, you're still there, Slipsy, yeah. Yeah, that was an over optimistic. That was an over optimistic. I can't even get it out of my mouth. Over ambitious. Move into that turn, wasn't it? Oh, he was nowhere near 50-50s, and yeah. Like, if he had a bit more of my rear quarter panel, I would have had to leave him even a little bit more room, but it is what it is. I hope you've enjoyed the change of being on Sebring and being on Monza today. Uh, as for tomorrow evening, not really sure what I'm going to do yet. Um, I am sort of really considering the online championship. Which one is it again? But yeah, this one, Silverstone. Like, there's 3 slots there where I can do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No race slots on Saturday. What? Yeah, but it's open there, isn't it? Right, we'll figure that out tomorrow. Not really sure what I'm gonna do. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I really do need to get off now and chill out for a little bit before I complete my last day in work for a week. Gets in. Why is room left? Oh, right. Oh, is it saying Saturday is full? Is that what it is? Right. Anyway, as I said, we'll have a look at it tomorrow. If it's to be, it's to be. Nice one, Slipsy. Have a good night, bud. Right. As usual for me, guys, it is Shlán Lat, Grab Margaret, and I hope to catch you guys on the next stream. Appreciate the follow. It's KK. So, yeah. Have a good night, boys, and see you later. Shlán. Good night. You too, Zen. You too. Laters, guys. Laters.